there, it's Elise Kopp, your realtor here in Las Vegas. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. If you've been to my channel before, welcome back. Really happy to have you here today, and I want to thank you so much for joining me here on my channel. Now, really quick, before we dive into the topic for today's video, want to quickly introduce myself. My name is Elise Kopp. I am a realtor here in the Greater Vegas Valley, born and raised in Las Vegas. As I always say, if you know me, you know I love living here in Vegas. And I help my clients from different parts of the country explore the Greater Vegas area. I do specialize in our 55 plus communities, but not just limited to them. We do have nearly 30 different 55 plus communities here in the Valley. So whether you're looking for an already established community, brand new community, like we're gonna be talking about today, I handle all of our 55 plus communities and traditional non-55 plus here in the Valley. And I would love to help you in that discovery process. So anytime you are comfortable and ready, I will leave my phone number here on the screen. Please do not hesitate to reach out when you're ready, and I would love to help you in exploring your options here in Las Vegas. Now, for today's video, we are going to be talking about the 5 hidden costs to purchasing a brand new home in a 55 plus community in Las Vegas. I know that was a mouthful, but we are going to be covering those 5 hidden costs today. Now, if this is your first time here on my channel, I would so appreciate it if you could leave a like on today's video if you enjoyed it or found it helpful or took something away from today's video. And if you could also subscribe to my channel, it is free. It helps me in making these videos for you, and your support means the world to me. So now that we've got that covered, let's talk about the 5 hidden costs to purchasing a brand new home in a 55 plus community. For those of you who are not familiar with the brand new build process here in the Greater Vegas Valley, I want you to know that there are going to be a couple different options when it comes to building a home. Number one, you have the option to build a home from the ground up, design your home, whether it's your structural choices or your design choices, whether it be flooring or your paint color, your cabinetry, your countertops. So if you are building a brand new home from scratch, typically what the builder is going to give you is what's called a base price. Base price does not factor or include any of those structural or design options and upgrades. So base price is going to give you a good idea for what your price is going to look like with standard features offered by the builder. Most folks, typically when you're building a home from the ground up, are going to put some upgrades and improvements into their home. If you like the idea of having a home that looks semi-comparable to a model home, or you want a home that has some of the bells and whistles that may dazzle you when you walk into a model home, most buyers end up falling somewhere between 15 to 20% on top of the base price when we're talking all in, out the door pricing. Now, the second option when you're buying a brand new home is going to be what's called a spec home or a quick move-in ready home. They are all synonymous, and they are essentially a home that is anywhere from the permit stage to the fully completed stage. And they are typically homes that have already determined what the structural options are going to be. In most cases, design options have already been pre-selected. So you're getting a home that's already been designed for you and is typically able and ready for you to move into much quicker than a brand new build home. Typically, when it comes to spec homes, you are going to be given an all-in price by the builder. But as we're going to talk about in today's video, there are 5 hidden costs that are not related to pricing, whether it be your base price or your all-in number. So we are going to be covering those 5 hidden costs today. Number 1, we are going to be talking about SIDs and LIDs. What is a SID and a LID? SID stands for a Special Improvement District, and a LID is a Local Improvement District. And what that is essentially a tax that you find typically in our master planned communities for the sidewalks and the sewage and the infrastructure that is in place for a master planned community. It's a bond that is pulled out that gets passed on from the builder to the homeowner that has to be paid back to the city over a fixed period of time. It's typically anywhere from 20 to 30 years, depending on which master planned community you are exploring. And that is definitely a hidden cost that is not talked about, that you definitely want to ask your realtor or your builder sales rep about. Again, very common in our master planned communities. You're typically not going to find SIDS and LIDs in non-HOAs and areas that are not located in master planned communities. But if you are looking in Summerlin, or if you're looking in Sunstone, or you're looking in Lake Las Vegas, different pockets throughout the valley, you are going to find that SID lid. Definitely something you will want to get a rundown of. And keep in mind, when it does come to SIDs and LIDs, it is a fixed amount. For my California folks, I know that SIDs and LIDs out there are referred to as the Mello-Roos, and Mello-Roos could potentially go on and on and on without an end in sight. With SIDs and LIDs, once they are paid off, it is done. You do have the option to prepay it up front or to make semi-annual installments. So definitely something to consider, and is definitely a hidden cost to buying a home in a 55+ community. The second hidden cost when buying a new home are going to be your one-time fees. Now, if we're talking homes located in an HOA and homes that are potentially made up of multiple HOAs, for instance, just to give you an example, we have a brand new build community located in the northwestern pocket of the valley called Trilogy Sunstone. Trilogy Sunstone has a total of 3 HOAs in the community. And with that, anytime a home is sold in the community, you have certain charges that are called one-time fees. When we're talking homes located in an HOA, you are going to have your capital contribution fees. You are going to have your transfer fees associated with the HOA. You are also going to have what's called the Nevada Real Property Transfer Tax. Customarily in the resale market, this is a negotiable fee. We typically see sellers pay for that fee in the resale market. It is not the standard. That is just currently what we are seeing in today's market. Now, the one thing you need to know when it comes to these one-time fees, in today's market, most builders will incentivize you by giving you a credit or contribution, whether you're purchasing all cash or if you're getting financing and you work with the builder's preferred lender, they are giving you usually some sort of a contribution. Again, in today's market, was not this way 5-6 years ago, but they give you that contribution to offset those one-time fees. So it may cover part of them. In some instances, it may cover all of those one-time fees, but that is definitely a hidden cost that is not often talked about. So you definitely want to account for those fees when exploring a brand new home in a 55+ community. The third hidden cost to purchasing a brand new home is going to be higher property taxes. Now, if you're not familiar with property taxes in Nevada, we could do a whole video on that, and we probably will at some point, but just to give you a brief spiel, property taxes for a brand new home here in Nevada are going to typically be significantly higher than homes that were built 20, 30 plus years ago, because there was a change in Nevada legislation as to how property taxes are assessed. So when we're talking brand new homes, you are typically going to fall somewhere between 1 to 1.1% of the sales price of your home in property taxes. When we're talking the resale market, those homes that were built 20, 30 years ago, you're typically going to sit somewhere between 0.7% to usually less than 1% of the sales price. So definitely something to consider, especially if you are comparing new builds to resale homes. Property taxes on a new build are typically going to be higher. The fourth hidden cost to purchasing a brand new home is going to be landscaping. Usually, it is just going to be your backyard landscaping. Most builders here in Nevada will give you included front landscaping, But when it comes to your backyard, the standard is typically a dirt lot. So unless we're talking a quick move-in home where the builder has already put landscaping in place, in some instances, typically the rule of thumb is bare dirt in the backyard. You may get pavers under your covered patio if you have one. Every builder is a little bit different. But of course, landscaping a backyard is a cost. And yes, it is a clean slate and you can make it be exactly the way you want it to be, which is awesome, but it can add up. So definitely something you will want to consider if you're purchasing a new home. Depending on the HOA and area you live in, you typically have anywhere from 6 months to a year to get that backyard landscaping in place. So something to keep in mind. If you have any questions about what the rules are in specific neighborhoods, I'd be happy to share that information with you. And the fifth and final hidden cost to purchasing a brand new home are going to be your window treatments and appliances. Now, depending on the new build home you're purchasing, again, we were talking quick move-in homes versus building from the ground up. Every builder operates a little bit differently. I say that over and over, but it's true. Every builder is a little bit different when it comes to this, you guys. Some builders will give you your window treatments, whether it's blinds and your appliances, washer, dryer, refrigerator, dishwasher, microwave, so on and so forth. Those features will come included with the home. Other builders, those features do not come included. So there are ways, especially when you come with an agent who's going to bat for you, that we can get potentially those window treatments covered or get some sort of a credit, and instances where we can get those appliances either credited or installed for you, especially when we're talking quick move-in homes. But if you are building from the ground up, from scratch, typically those are not included features and are definitely something that can add up. So it's one of those hidden costs you definitely want to consider if you're purchasing a new build home. So I hope today's video gave you a really good idea for the top 5 hidden costs that most people are not talking about when it comes to purchasing a brand new build home. Obviously, there are a ton of nuances when it comes to purchasing a brand new home or a resale home. So if you need any help in the discovery process and exploring those options, I would love to connect with you. I will leave my phone number here on the screen. I want to thank you for watching today's video. Your support means the world to me. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.